Hi everybody, Teaspoon here. Sorry this video is so late. I had a few technical issues that I had to resolve. Managed to sort them out now, so enjoy the video. Hi there, welcome to the channel. This is Teaspoon Retro and I'm your host, Teaspoon. Today we're taking a little look at Foodie's friend dilemma. Her friend has a problem. Spoiler alert, this is obviously Chantal, but she's saying it's her friend. So Salah's been up to no good again, you naughty boy. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, there's a look if ever there was one. Damn, girl be looking really pissed off.
Beauty bite. Hey Becca. How are you?
Chantal's number 2 is in the chat.
Can you guys hear me okay? I can't use my microphone right now. Hey babe. Hey Teardrop. I made it members only because I just want it to be, you know, beezers and people.
Spoiler, she actually ends up making this an open chat in the end because of low numbers.
You know, not trolls and stuff. Ew. Hey Mike. My face is red.
Whoa, if looks could kill.
Hey Vanna. It's like middle of the night for you guys, huh? I have a question for you guys, and I want your opinion on something.
Ooh, hypothetical questions.
I have a close friend who asked me advice. I'm not going to say her name. It's not my new friend.
Oh, this is 100% about her, isn't it? Has to be. You know, it's like that hypothetical thing that if you've got something embarrassing going on and you go to your friend. Well, you know, my friend, this is her situation, but she's covering it by pretending it's a friend in inverted commas.
It's somebody who said I could ask you guys. Hey Fizzgig. It's morning for you, Becca? Oh yeah, you're in the UK.
Damn girl, definitely be pissed.
So, my friend,
Yeah.
her boyfriend was taking a shower, and she just so happened to see like his lock screen on his phone, and there was, you know, messages from her.
Oh yeah.
You know how like WhatsApp shows you like a preview on the lock screen? She said that there was like a message from a girl with like big boobs and like a pretty girl.
Look at that, you know, is that sort of when she said about the girl with the pretty girl with the big boobs, and she had this sort of attitude and like move to her head and upper body. Yeah, this ain't no friend, this is you, Chantal. So, you know, we're just going to listen to this and we're just going to omit the fact that it's your friend and that it's actually you. Okay, let's continue.
But she couldn't see what it said. And whenever she asked him about it, he grabbed his phone and was like secretive about it, and she said, show me what it is and there won't be a problem. And he pretty much told her to F off and wouldn't show her. And then she asked him again later and he said he deleted the message. So do you guys think that's like sus or?
Yeah. No, of course not. There's nothing unusual or suspicious about that at all. Eh. Don't be silly.
What do you guys think about that? If he's gaslighting her, it's not good news.
This coming from the queen of gaslighters, everyone.
Apparently, like, she said that he said it was like, you know, he had this number for a while and it was people from his old work.
Don't forget, guys, obviously when Chantal's not being truthful, she tends to have this tell. Well, she has a number of tells, but one of her big tells is she looks away to her left and she doesn't make direct eye contact with the screen. So she's doing that right now. So she's not being honest whatsoever. It's not a friend. It's you, Chantal. I know. Absolute shocker. Chantal isn't being honest with us.
Like customers asking like about stuff.
Oh, that old chestnut.
And he has a history of cheating on her. So
He does.
I was like, wow. I don't know, let me ask, you know, Beezers what they think. So what would you guys do?
See, I don't know why Chantal ever asks anybody like her Beezers for advice, because she doesn't listen to her Beezers, she doesn't listen to her doctors, she doesn't listen to her mom, so she doesn't listen to anybody really. So I don't know why she's asking in this hypothetical friend situation thing she's got going on. Also, have we ever known a time when Chantal has spent this long talking about someone other than herself, food, or a man? Certainly not talking about other women and their problems, because she hates other women, so they don't tend to be on her topic of discussion list. She spent, what, about the past 10 minutes talking about this friend situation? And we also know Chantal doesn't have any friends, so there's a big red flag straight away.
Like, what do you guys think? Like, what should I tell her? Not good? Why do you say that?
Salah's been in the red room again. So, like, obviously, when I sort of made a joke about you going off to play in the red room, I didn't mean for you to take me literally.
Exactly. That's what I said. I'm like, if he had nothing to hide, he wouldn't have hurried and deleted the message, right? Physically cheating or over the phone cheating. Do it back to him about everything. I agree with that, actually. I said that. I would feel very hurt by it.
Don't forget, Chantal, Salah has got form for this. I mean, the first time he cheated on you, that was with Kai Bella over WhatsApp messages. Oh, what? Sorry? Oh, it's your friend. Oh, of course. I keep forgetting. Of course. Your friend. Yes. Your friend. Please continue.
So you wouldn't believe him, right? That it was just a former coworker messaging him with like big boobs?
No.
Hey, Lanky. Hi guys. You would demand to see his phone to see if anything else is in his phone? Yeah, same. Sounds like this is about you. No, I'm just asking advice, like, for my friend.
Sure, Jan.
Does Jude have a brother? Once a cheater, always a cheater? I think when it comes to men, I think you're right, Lisa. I know for myself, I've cheated in the past, but I was at a different point in my life. And I said I would never do it again because how it feels to hurt somebody. But I think that men are just different creatures when it comes to that. And I think you're right.
Sped her up because obviously this is quite a long one. So, and we all want to go and get some sleep. So.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, exactly. Yeah, I would too, Becca. I would lose all trust as well. I would give ultimatum, see the phone or hit the road and don't look back. She said that she did that and he was like, I don't like people looking at my phone. Like, what are you, a detective? Like, sorry, but if you have a history of cheating and something sus comes up like that, yeah, idiot. Right?
See, she nearly swore then and she had to stop herself from saying it. She is so pissed off. Oh dear. And it couldn't happen to a nicer person. Oh.
So, because she feels crazy. She feels like, he gaslights her and she feels crazy about it. Like, she feels crazy. Like, he turns it around on her and says, like, you're being crazy. You're being, like, suspicious. Like, you don't trust me. That kind of shit. And I was like, Are they married? No. Yeah, she definitely deserves better than that. There's nothing worse than not being valued. For sure. So, but they all say that. They want to put the blame on you. Yeah. This is very true. Easier to leave without being married, yeah. True. Yeah, it's more complicated when you have a whole life with someone. And gaslighting is 100%. It's emotional abuse, in a way, because they're trying to make you feel crazy for something they did. If I cheated on someone and was on the straight and narrow, I'd be dying to prove it. Exactly. Like, if you cheat on someone, she said that he tells her to get over it and don't bring up the past. Like, just completely, like, diminishing her feelings. Like, like, it's not like that. It's like, you have to be patient. You fucked up. You have to be patient, and you have to realize that you have to prove yourself every step of the way. You have to do whatever it takes to earn that trust back.
Gosh, she is so mad, isn't she? And this is just so her situation.
And by being secretive and hiding your phone, like, no. You're right, Scapegoat. They should be dying to prove everything to you, not gaslighting and blaming it on you.
She's talking about you, Sarah.
Yeah, teardrop, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think she could too. I have my fan, but it's not that hot. I'm so tired. I feel so tired. Like, I want to nap, but I can't. I just
can't nap because you're worrying what Salah's getting up to upstairs in the apartment while you're downstairs by the mouldy pool.
I feel like mentally drained. So one second, guys. Okay, I took it off because, like, there's not many people here, so
she had to open it up to an open chat because it just wasn't getting the members. Nobody was interested.
Hey, Allison, Laura. I'm outside, Rita. Hey, ABCD. Lovely. Fiskig, you gifted 5 members. Thank you, Fiskig. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, watch out, guys. You could get the booby prize. You could end up with a membership. to Chantal's channel. It's the booby prize, that is. The one thing that nobody wants.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so kind of you, Chantal. Tell your friend she needs to get out. Hey, Bremac and M. Thank you. The Euro morning bees. Tell them to kick rocks, Stephanie. Red flags? Oh, yeah, red flags. So that's your opinion? I was just curious. I'm like, let me ask my beavers. Your friend should break up with that guy. He doesn't respect her at all. So, like, you guys think that finding that on the phone is just nothing? Like, you think, like, he's saying that it's just like a former coworker, but wouldn't show the phone. Hey, confetti. Yeah, narcissist. Always your fault, never theirs. Yep.
You'd know that, Chantal, being a narcissist yourself.
Cell block tango. He wouldn't show the phone, and then when she asked him again, he's like, I already deleted the message.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all, is it, everyone? I mean, you know, why is she wasting her time with this guy? She's entered into this arrangement, you know, and for the sake of being able to boast she's got the most handsomest husband, she's basically financing his life, financing his Temu car and all the rest of it, and obviously he's playing around and there's no physical or emotional connection between them, and you've given everything up. I give my cats away for you, and you gave away your Kia, and now you're stuck in Kuwait because you can't go back to Canada, because you can't rent a place anywhere, because your credit rating is through the floor, you know, and if you go and stay with your mom, she won't let you go live, you know, so you can't stream from there, and you've got no wheels to drive around in, so you're really stuck, aren't you, Chantal?
Does WhatsApp let them set their own photo? I don't know. To be plain and simple. Liar, liar. Hey, duck puppet. He should have said it was spam. Maybe he's not that smart. Cheaters are weak and selfish.
Oh, Salah, she just called you thick. And she's not wrong, is she?
Yeah, if you had nothing to hide, like if somebody accused me of cheating, I would show them my phone if I wasn't. I would be like, go through every single thing. Actually, I do that. Like, you don't believe me on something? Here's my phone. To anyone, like, you know? When I was young, my father of my baby cheated numerous times. I even walked in with him with another girl. We walked in on him with another girl. I kept going back till I finally opened my eyes and said he'd never change. I was right. Wow, sorry you went through that teardrop.
Shut up, teardrop. Nobody cares. So, shh.
Yeah, I know, Lisa. Why delete a message? Exactly. It's too late to search, yeah. Or whenever they're like, you know, okay, yeah, now you can look after they've scrubbed it clean. Like, I don't know. It's so stupid. Being in a relationship is overrated. Anyway, I just wanted your opinion. It's very nice out. Yeah. I was young and in love with him, yeah. People don't realize how hard it is, like, when you're already hooked and they reveal themselves after it's too late, you know.
Well, yeah, because you've got nothing to go back to.
They obviously did something they didn't want you to see. That's why they deleted it. Exactly. That's my opinion. I told her too.
Oh yes, you told her to.
Is the girl in the photo? No. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, he must be hiding. Like, imagine the horrors if he never lets her see his phone. Well, I don't know. Hope it's worth it for him. That's all. Because, like, my friend has been nothing but really good to this guy, and she's, like, done so much, and, you know, she's never cheated. I would know, she would tell me. And
oh, Salah, she's referring to herself in the third person, you know, where, oh, you know, my friend, she's done a lot for him. Well, we know Chantal has, you know, she basically finances their lifestyle out there.
And, yeah. I don't know, Allison. I really needed a nap, but I can't sleep.
Girl got things on her mind.
No, he didn't let her go through it. He won't let her go through his phone. He said she's being an investigator. He doesn't want to live his life that way. If you're alive, it's never too late to choose. Yeah. Especially if they have no shared assets, no investments, a home, kids, run away. Yeah. She's a pretty independent woman and can just leave whenever she wants.
Again, talking about herself, Chantal often and considers herself to be an independent woman that can just pick up and take off anytime she wants to.
I had a whole uni class tell me my ex had tried to F all of them. What? I have zero tolerance for cheaters. He was also abusive, yeah. If I were her, I would leave and not ever get in a relationship. Like, it really just, like, tarnishes your trust, you know? Yeah, there's no respect.
See, personally, my opinion is she essentially gave him the green light to cheat again, because the situation with Kai Bella and how that came about, she sort of brushed all of that to one side and said, oh right, well, I've forgiven him and we're moving on. So, you know, he's done it once, do it again. I don't know why this should be surprising to Chantal whatsoever. You know, it's all very predictable, isn't it? Once a cheater, always a cheater. She even said it herself.
Well, I'm back on track, Shifa, so it's okay right now. My ex cheated on me for years and made me feel crazy. I was isolated and it was terrible. But I left it. That's exactly what the swordfish would do. Like, you guys saw, like, the whole time that he was with Dee Dee, he was like, no, I would never fuck her. She's old. She's disgusting.
Oh, we're talking about Nader again now. Oh, okay.
Like, and the whole time they were boning. I hate men. Like, I hate them. I seriously hate men. Like, wallah.
See, I hate men. I hate all men. What, you hate your husband? I mean, if we're sort of saying we're talking about your friend here, why does that make you hate all men, Chantal?
I can't believe that. Like, there's people out there that just lie. Like, just look at your face and lie to you. Like,
no. Did Chantal just call someone else a liar and doesn't know how they can lie so much? Oh, good Lord above. How hypocrisy you are.
I'm not treating you guys like you're stupid.
But you are, Chantal, because everybody knows this is you're talking about.
And you see one person? Actually, she did say that he fell asleep one time, actually. So he did cheat. Then one time he fell asleep and she saw his phone and it was full of women pictures. But he's like, he made her feel stupid. He was like, oh, it's just pictures from the internet, nothing.
Yeah, we've got to be talking about Chantal here, aren't we? I mean, this was the probably the situation in Thailand, because there was a big bust up in Thailand, wasn't there, over something Chantal saw on his phone or on the television. So we know 100% she's talking about herself.
So he's not attracted to her anymore and is looking elsewhere. Yeah. Like, those are the worst kind of people. Just fucking break up with the person. Because I can guarantee you there's a lot of men out there who will find her attractive.
Again, definitely talking about Chantal here. Chantal considers herself prettier than 90% of YouTube, don't forget. So, you know, why keep talking in the third person? Why all the subterfuge? You know, it's just ridiculous. Honestly, it is. You know, you're miserable living out in Kuwait. You're done with your situation. You're done with Salah, but you're trapped and you can't go anywhere. Karma's a bitch, yeah.
You know, it's like, just leave. I don't know. The phone wasn't given, and that's the first red flag. It's called the unknown, which leaves the other person uneasy and suspicious. At the end of the day, it's not mature. It's not mature. It's not mature at all. Yeah. Letting a friend safely leave him? I think so. I don't know. Aw, sorry to hear that, Blue. I hope your day gets better. I don't know, I think like 5 years. Your friend should leave and go starfish, beezing. Never underestimate starfishing.
Remember, Chantal said, "Nobody starfishes like me."
I don't think like pornography is that big of a deal, honestly. I think it's like normal for men. What do you guys think about that? I think it's totally normal. Everyone does it.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be allowed in Kuwait, is it?
My cousin's ex cheated on her many times and left her for the other woman, but he cheated on almost every girl he was with. Some men are just that way. They feel like as long as they don't get caught, then it's okay. Like they have no sense of morality. Like how do you love someone and just never feel bad for hurting them, you know? Like that takes a special kind of psychopath to do that to someone. When I cheated, that's why I'll never cheat again, because of how I felt hurting someone I loved. Not because of me getting caught and my, fear of being exposed. I deserve to be exposed. It was because I saw the pain in Milan's eyes when I cheated on him. Like when he asked me, like, you love me, tell me the truth. And I couldn't, like the minute I said yes, his heart, I could see his heart breaking. And I never will forget that. That's like the burden I have to live with, that pain, that guilt of hurting someone else.
Yep, I mean, BB was really the one who got away, wasn't he?
Sorry, dear. I saw it now. I know, I don't know why I wasn't paying attention, I was in my zone,
Yeah, she's not paying attention, she's preoccupied with her friend's situation. So Teardrop's getting a bit sort of pissy because Chantal seems to be ignoring her, or Teardrop feels like she's being ignored. Oh dear, there will come a time, won't there, when Teardrop and Chantal will be at loggerheads. Just think about all the tea waiting to be spilled.
She said she gave him an ultimatum, like, if you want to save our relationship, show me your phone right now, and he wouldn't do it, so I say stick to your word and leave.
Leave then, Chantal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we know she won't.
She's an independent woman, like, she could easily, like, he's kind of a burden on her. She could easily, like, have a fun life.
Ooh. Oh, Salah, that was a dig at you. You're a burden on her. She's saying you're mooching off her. You're leeching off her money. You should be having a job of your own, Salah. You're a burden. Not her. Oh, no, not her. You're the burden, Salah.
Travel, meet all kinds of different men. Like, don't stay tied down to that. Like, do I have a unibrow? Oh my god, I have a unibrow. Do I have a unibrow?
Jesus, no, don't do that. Back off, please. We don't need to see your paws up that close.
Look at this. Ew. No wonder people use filters. Anyway. This is bugging me. I need to pluck it. Hey, Melanie. Okay, so I go taking people. Yeah. What do you think she should do, babe? Hey, Carrie.
That was kind of a bit aggressive, wasn't it? The way she said, babe.
She's in disbelief that her idea of something like a fairy tale romance is not what it is. She thought it would be,
And that's why fairy tales are called fairy tales, because they don't represent true life whatsoever.
If she is not happy with him and he is not happy with her, simply they should break up. Exactly. Yes, Melanie, true. Yes, exactly, babe.
See, I don't know why Chantal brought this to the internet, because obviously people are going to speculate that it is her, and it is her. Chantal's got, say, experience of being cheated upon, so she is in an ideal position to advise her friend without bringing it to the internet.
Crumble video? Did Amberlynn really do a risque video with a crumble cookie? Amberlynn, you have to tell us what you did. I'm trying to imagine what you could do with a crumble cookie. I guess the same things I used to do with a spatula.
Oh my god, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay, actually, about that family, the people who have 7 kids, I didn't know the whole story, so, like, I don't think that it's, like, a huge deal if you have a small place if you're down on your luck, then you have to have a 1-bedroom apartment. But apparently there's, like, neglect, like, they had lice all the time and, like, dirt and all that stuff. I don't know. If it's, like, neglect like that, then yeah, I don't. Fuck off.
See, Chantal, this is really why I said you shouldn't really comment on things that you didn't understand. So you took a position without knowing the full story. and, you know, it makes you look kind of foolish.
If he gets 20 views when he's talking about me, what would he get if he wasn't? And then, like, I can't imagine being doo-doo lulu coming home from work supporting this bum friggin' loser and having to listen to him talk about me and memories and, like, constantly talk about me. Like, I would be kicking his fucking ass. I would be kicking his ass.
Oh, we're talking about Nader again.
Oh my god, the coughing. I used to yell at him about that. He would go... Maybe if you didn't smoke meth out of a dirty pipe, you wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah, Chantal, who else picked up the meth pipe up off the floor of his apartment? Oh, I think that was you, wasn't it? How hypocrisy you are.
Awful music. Rat documentary guy. I swear, every time I would go there, it would be like maybe 10 minutes later, all you'd hear is... I was like, what are you doing? Watching rat documentaries? He likes rats. He's a rat enthusiast. That's why he wanted to rent a room with the biggest one, Master Shredder. When the camera got close up. Yeah, he's Muslim. Yeah. I need recommendation for a rat documentary. He is a rat. He is. He looks like Master Shredder. Yeah, we can make... Next time I go to Canada, I think I know where he lives. He was sleeping with his Turd's 80-year-old neighbor. She used to come over. And she used to be like, you know what? I know this is really nasty, but I have a feeling he was doing the 80-year-old too. I bet you any money. Any woman he came into contact with, I bet you any money. Yeah, 80. She was 80. An elderly woman, and she had a crush on this guy, but I think the rat guy played for the other team, if I'm quite honest. And I think, this is alleged, that they were both... Why do I think that? The huge jug of coconut oil he skeeved from me. It was Kirkland brand. Of course he stole it from me. Think he has a Costco membership? He can't even afford a full-size fridge. Get out of here, fuck. Anyway, I hear them. I wonder, like... And also the poppers. I didn't know what poppers were until I looked in the drawer looking for my weed. I was like, what's this? Something on the side of the road. Oh yeah, right. So I looked it up, and it's poppers. And then the definition said, and forgive me for saying this, used to loosen the anus during intercourse. Why do you have that, buddy? Not that there's anything wrong with that. If he wanted to swing for the other team, whatever, I don't care.
Why mention it then? Making a point of mentioning it, so, you know, if you don't care about that, don't mention it, don't bring it up.
He would do anything that moves. Exactly. Yes. Yep. Sorry, guys. I'm just venting. Good memories.
Yeah, he did do anything that moves. He did. You, Chantal.
Good memories. You want to talk memories? I've got lots. Gorlick is so... Gorlick defended him at one point because he hates me so much. Don't badmouth rat. He would do a tree. Ugh. He is a disease on humanity. And Canada doesn't deport him. How many victims does he have to have? He's going to murder somebody. He's going to stab someone again. Once a stabber, always a stabbibi. Once a stabbibi, always a stabbibi. His belly dancing. Yeah, I forget what Salah called him. Nafaz or something? Like a famous belly dancer? I'm so tired. I saw that, Nikki. Remember when you got little pumpkins on your nails? Oh, yeah. Carrie. I know that you guys watched me go through this, like, beginning to end. Oh, Safina's. Yes, babe. Ugh. I'm sorry, I went through a lot of shit. Sometimes I need to laugh at it, because, honestly... I know, like, I looked obsessed, and I really was. I really did, like, have love for this person, but it was all illusion because it was all lies. Like, it was, you know, I don't know how. I really don't. Like, whatever veil was completely lifted, alhamdulillah, because I see what you guys saw. A disgusting, like, the magic tricks, the first video. You guys saw, you know, Cyril Sneer, gnarly teeth, disgusting crackhead, right? I see that now. I didn't then. He danced better than Safina's 500 Michimosita. Yeah, sorry, Teardrop. Orange Tulip. We all loved her abuse. Yeah, true, Nikki T. Oh, I feel sick. Rose-colored guy. Yeah, I'm sure she never imagined when she called in on the video and I like your shrimp the most. Yeah, you do. Yep. You like it a lot more than me. You were head over heels in love with your abusive ex. Had very low self-esteem. That's why you stay with men like that. Another big part of the problem was that I had no experience with that because I was in 14 years of very decent relationships. So I like believed everything this person told me because I was never with somebody who lied to me like that. The way they lie to you and like manipulate you, and I don't know, it's crazy. His buck teeth and tweaker vibes. Cocaine motorcycle. I would try to make him seem so cool. Like, oh, he played, like, you know, he can do cocaine motorcycles, his stupid tricks. He hid the paper in his vein. Yeah, you hide a lot of things in your veins, I'm sure. Like, he would just pull out drug paraphernalia out of his ass. You want to try meth? Like, what? Like, where did you get that? Oh, I was having a threesome and they left her. Like, oh, that's better. Like, why didn't you don't see the red flags? Like, what's wrong with you, Foodie Beauty? His cooking was so bad we got blocked for saying it. I just love food. I didn't care, but I was trying to be nice, yeah. 30 different chef at chef cook. Watch, he's gonna be pacing around Dee Dee's condo kitchen tonight, making green chunk juice, complaining. The buffalo? Yeah, it wasn't a buffalo though, you know, back then, right? When he threw his pills out the window. The speed. He had like fucking 50 tablets of speed. Like, where did you get those? Like, what the fuck? I hate people like this. They have secrets. I hate it. I was Delulu. Oh, yeah. I don't know what was wrong with me. I never was subjected to the chunky green juice. Was I? I don't think so. I didn't like it. $300 mushrooms. Yeah. I was like, is he... Oh, sorry, Teardrop. Is he... Like, he's scamming me. Yeah, and you said he was so good looking and in love before we seen him. Then he came on camera and everyone gasped in horror. Ew, imagine. He's got nothing on a handsomest man. I would have gone and grabbed that off the lawn, too. Throat gono. Yeah. If I could turn back time and erase some parts of it, I would. I like to try and be positive and be like, everything's a teaching opportunity. No, I wish Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was a thing. Dude still sees him. I know. I don't know how she does it. Remember, I used to spend time there, like let's say a day, and then I would have to leave. Like I couldn't take it. I would go crazy. I was crying all the time. Yeah, babe. I know you don't like me to talk about it, but I like to like make fun of it sometimes because me and the Beezers went through a lot with this loser, and it's really funny to make fun of him. When you drew the picture, I knew this monster was real. I did a really good job. I could be a sketch artist. Not so love putting his emojis. It's healthy to talk about it, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He put me through a lot of shit, and then has the nerve to still try and defend himself. Like, fuck off, we all saw you beat Dee Dee on camera. So it's not hard to believe that you would do, dude, you're in a court case for an essay. Like, he's an idiot. He's such an idiot. Teardrop, yeah. Yeah, he's sure handsome. Urinal teeth. No, she didn't, babe. I did learn from it. I'm so happy because I honestly thought that was how my life was going to be. I was going to lose all my support, my channel, money. I'd become a drug addict. I don't know. I just saw the worst. We're telling war stories. He got so mad at me too when I showed you guys his teeth for the first time. Yeah, do it, girl. I don't even think I have any receipts. Like, maybe my old live streams. I've showed everything. Jennifer Corvina lying about being in the Air Force. She's a freaking weirdo, man. I don't know. These thirsty women, tree ladies that would like just message him. Like the whole time he was abusing Dee Dee in that video, he was like, there was a woman naked on a tree lady naked on Messenger with him. Jennifer Corvina. I think it was her. Remember? I'm still waiting for you to out me, by the way. I'm gonna have a video on Chantal. Nobody ever does. I out myself. I'm not afraid of that at all. I don't have a hidden record of beating old people. I haven't had kids with a PDF. There's nothing that can come out like that about me. Now Natserd has no shame. He shows everything on camera. Yeah. Ugh. They're so disgusting. A whole forest of tree ladies. Imagine being that desperate. He's such a bad, sketchy vibes, yeah. Ew. But yeah, the first time, he was like, don't show my face. And I was like, okay, but I had an edible, so I was like, eh. And my hands moved, and they showed his teeth. You're like, They were the worst teeth I ever seen in my life. The barbecue. Who grills? Who grills beef ribs? You're supposed to slow cook those, right? But you're a chef, right? Who cooks tuna, fresh tuna? Do you know how much those tuna steaks cost me? Do you know how many live streams I had to do to earn those tuna steaks? And he friggin' butchers them. He steamed tuna until it was gray like Dee Dee. I know. Not her dance as a belly dancer, which is only for females. Better than Safina's. 1 hour for tuna. Just admit you can't cook tuna. Like, I don't remember which beezer it was, but they're like, remember his ghetto back alley shawarma? Babe, he took all the racks out of his oven. He took a clothes hanger, made a shawarma thing on it, and cooked it. 2 minutes chicken. And his ego was so hurt by that chicken, that raw chicken, that the next time I went and visited him in Doo-Doo, he brought out a bunch of chicken legs and was like, try them, try them. I was like, I don't want chicken legs. He was like, try them. And then I took a bite and he's like, see, they're cooked. Oh yeah, you're totally validated, buddy. And Doo-Doo was even like, she's so dumb. She's just like the dumb sidekick, like Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brainless. Who eats the rat shit he cooks? Doo-Doo. That's messed up.
That was a great TV show. That was a great cartoon series in the 90s. Pinky and the Brain. Yeah. Great fun.
It's the entitlement for me. Like, if you do all of those things to someone, you're not entitled to privacy. If you fuck someone over and over, especially if you're abusive, you don't deserve to be protected with privacy. You deserve everything, every life ruination that comes your way. Plain and simple. Go cry about it. No one cares.
Oh, Salah. That was directed at you, that was. That's a warning, buddy. Get in line, or I'll expose you and I will ruin you. That's a threat. That's a threat if ever I heard one.
Yeah, an angel's hands. What a loser. Defending an abuser. How do you sleep at night?
Chantal, you defended Nader for 2 years almost. So I don't think you're in a position to lecture anybody on that point.
Community tab. I'm pretty sure I said it's not the reason I'm not going live, just because she's in heat. I wasn't feeling good. I started to feel like, no, I didn't say she wasn't. I said that's not a reason, you know, why I wouldn't go live, even if. But yeah, do you blame me, Vic, by keeping that from people? Do you see how the outrage is when I say that she's in heat? Do you know what I mean? Like, sorry, I don't really want to hear it. But in the end, I was like, whatever. Fuck off. Like,
didn't want to hear it. Should have got your cat spayed, Chantal. You know, and it's going to outrage the community because we're a community of animal lovers. And you neglected your cats. You neglected BJ. You neglected Sam. Timbit was neglected. And you're neglecting Julia in the same manner. So don't whine about it, alright? Stop whining and grow up and take responsibility for a change for once in your life.
you definitely said she wasn't. I said she wasn't in heat. I don't remember.
Teardrop in the chat just said, who cares if she was in heat? Get over it. Shut up, Teardrop. Nobody's interested in what you've got to say because you're an animal abuser as well.
If I ever hide something like information or truth from you, it's because I don't want you to know, because people pick apart every little thing I do and I don't want to give them stupid content and outrage over nothing, you know?
Chantal, you're the one that brings everything online. So, you know, if you made Julia part of your content, you made your relationships part of your content. So you can't start whining and moaning about it when, you know, you've monetized your life in that way. You know, like you monetized your dysfunctional relationship with Nader. You monetized that. You made a fortune. I mean, you blew through the money on drugs and whatever, but you know, but you made your cats part of your content. You know, you've made Julia and Howie part of your content. So you can't get this false outrage when you get pushback from the community, because we're going to climb on your ass. You know, you're neglecting your cat. So we're going to keep going on about it, and we ain't going to stop until you do something about it. There's a little bit here where Salah starts running around the pool in his flip-flops, and I just thought, you know, that's probably going to be one of the most entertaining aspects of this stream. So I'm just going to cover that little bit, and then we'll wrap this stream up and we'll get on to part 2.
I want to swim.
Don't jump down. Don't. Hi, Salah. They put a frog emoji instantly. I'm exposing you.
What?
I'm exposing you.
Hi guys. Good morning, guys.
He's swimming. What are you doing? You're running off the kanafa.
Babe, come, join me.
No way. It'll be a cold day in hell before I... Here you go.
Please.
Peace in the Middle East. Are you okay? Babe, you're running in flip-flops. You're gonna get a blister.
Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of this video. We're covering Foodie Beauty's second video, updates on my friend and my cat. So it's the morning after the night before, and Foodie's going to clarify some points for us. Oh goody, I can barely contain my excitement.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be an update video. I'm going to update you on my cat, Julia, and I'm also going to update you on my friend, whom I talked about her situation in a live stream. For those of you who aren't aware, she gave me full permission to ask the Beezers, ask my audience their opinion on a situation involving her and her boyfriend and suspected infidelity.
Salah's infidelity.
Yeah. And yeah, you can check out that live if you want. Otherwise, I'll just update you guys on that. And then I'm going to be done with it because, you know, she doesn't want me to talk about it anymore. Her boyfriend doesn't want me to talk about it anymore.
What's it got to do with the boyfriend?
I don't want to talk about it anymore either. I just want to move on, respect her privacy.
It's just your friend I thought you were talking about. I didn't realise you'd been talking to the boyfriend as well. Is that even allowed? What would Salah say?
So I'll start with Julia. So Julia had her second set of vaccines today, and we took her to get that done. She actually finished her heat pretty early this morning. Early.
How convenient for you that Julia's biological clock exactly timed to come out of heat just when you wanted it to. It's marvellous, that is, isn't it?
I don't know why I'm saying it like that. She finished early this morning.
Also, and I've seen this footage already, there is no way that that is current footage. She's a kitten here. Just look at the size of the vet's hands in relation to the cat. Tail is a lot shorter. So this is old footage. So I'm calling BS on all of this, Foodie. Okay? You think we're stupid? Can't bullshit us. We know all of your little tricks when you turned round and said that you were going to manipulate the hell out of people and they would just eat it up. Not this one, honey.
And so right on schedule, she was due today, November 6th, for her second rounds of vaccines. And then we had to wait. We have to wait about a minimum of 8 days. So we just have to call like 2 days ahead of time to schedule. So we will do that.
Why can't they schedule in the surgery now? If she's had her vaccines, all the vet has to do If they schedule her surgery in for about 7 to 14 days time, that doesn't really make sense, and that's certainly not the way vets operate, to my knowledge. Not here in the UK, certainly.
In a few days, and then after the 8 days is up, she'll be fine to be spayed finally.
But you won't do it.
And she'll have to spend 2 days at the animal hospital where she will be having the procedure done. So I trust she's in good hands.
See, that's another thing. Spaying is not a 2-day surgery. I had my Jack Russell spayed, and she was out the same day. You know, the only time I came across a situation where the pet was in for 2 days was with Cindy, who was a lovely Sheltie collie I had some years ago, and she had an infection, pyotomeria. So she was rushed in, and because of the infection and everything, she was in hospital for a little while. Thankfully, she pulled through, and therein lies the lesson. So important to spay your pets, because female cats, bitches, they're very prone to pyotomeria. So it's just not worth the risk. If you love your pet, you spay them.
You people don't have to worry anymore about her, whatever, you know, whatever. The fake outrages, whatever. She's fine. She's going to be fine.
I'll carry on worrying about it because I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. Rule number 1 is always in effect. The only fake person is you, Foodie. It's certainly not us. And the welfare of Julia is foremost in our thoughts. And it should be foremost in your thoughts. The fact that this is also seemingly inconsequential to you just underlines the fact that how emotionally removed you are from anybody and everything. Julia's just a prop to be used by you, and when you're done with her, you'll just toss her on one side, just like you did without all the others.
So, and that's the update on that. It's the last I'm going to say about it. And moving on to my friend. So it's very important to say that my friend and I are very similar in a lot of ways. We have a lot of similar situations, and that's how we ended up bonding.
Similar? The same person? Or are they just different aspects of your personality? Are you trying to tell us you have a personality disorder, Foodie?
Over the last year. And I know people think I don't have friends.
No, you don't.
I do have friends.
You really
I don't ever talk about them online. The most recent one I hung out with, she wanted me to post a picture of us together because, you know, she hates people saying, she hates seeing people say, you know, oh, she's not meeting anyone, she doesn't have any friends, that kind of thing. So she's like, you know what, I want you to post this. So I did. But of course, with her face blurred out, because people are nuts. Like, do you blame me? Do you think I'm going to come on here and be like, oh yeah, I talked to this friend? They would be doxxed instantly. Like,
Foodie, doxing is not our thing. Doxing is your thing. You're the one who loves to dox. And you love to get your bees to dox for you as well.
What they did with my new friend, they literally picked apart everything she was wearing and tried to match where she got it from. Basically, this person I was talking to, so anyway, she ended up, you know, the dust settled. They made up, and basically, they talked, and she got more information out of him, of course. So here's the thing. Your mentality whenever you've had an incident of infidelity in your relationship, her boyfriend was, he never cheated in person, but he was talking to someone online or something like that.
Wow, what's the odds? What's the odds that Foodie has a friend who's gone through a difficult time where the circumstances of her boyfriend cheating happen to be exactly the same circumstances as Foodie herself went through last December? Anyway,
so when that happens to you in a relationship, any situation that you encounter involving any female, the immediate response is to be defensive and to be suspicious and to think the worst. So she told me that, you know, her boyfriend found out about her coming online and confiding in strangers on the internet, which is, you know, I told her, we appreciate the beezers, we appreciate the audience for giving their side. Sometimes it's nice to just see if other people, you know, have gone through similar things. Lots of opinion sometimes helps, but it's never a good idea to bring your personal life to the internet, especially for relationships.
And yet you did. You've done exactly that. export your friend's private business to the internet, monetizing everything you can for content. So don't be annoyed when we all comment about it and say, well, Foodie, look, this is obviously you. You can't get mad about it because you're the one that's brought it to the internet. And when you bring stuff to the internet, people are going to comment about it. That's just what happens.
And so I told her that's, I wouldn't do that anymore, and so after the dust settled, basically she said, the boyfriend was mad that he didn't get to voice his side, not opinion, but his side. So I'm going to do that a bit here for him and for her, at her request also. Basically, he was very taken aback by her outrage. Like they were talking 1 minute about plans, they were joking, laughing, and the next minute she was like angry, like almost like throwing things and just screaming and not giving him a chance. He became immediately defensive because...
Ooh, so your friend just happens to share exactly the same personality traits as you. So she's paranoid as well.
She's a very, very suspicious and paranoid person. And he feels suffocated by that sometimes because she doesn't, the trust it's being rebuilt, let's just say. And, I get that too. I get that feeling where you're like always, wondering and always tracking and stuff like that. So his response was immediately defensive. Like, I'm not showing you anything. You don't deserve to see it. The way you're screaming at me, and, I don't want to feel like I'm in jail and blah, blah, blah. So, that was the initial. Another thing is also he was worried to show her the conversation because he didn't think that she would understand the situation because she has overreacted before. And that, I said that's, you have to understand that that's a normal response, and you have to have patience with situations like this, especially if there was a breach of trust in the past. So I think he finally understands that, and it's a lot who understands that, just so in case you were wondering his stance on it. So it turned out that finally she just said, like, if you want to really regain my trust, give me those passwords, and so he did. He gave her the phone password, he gave her Instagram password, TikTok, all that, but that's, that's not a fail-proof thing.
But what about other accounts he might have? He might have given you the password for one certain account, but you can create more than one account for these various applications. So, there's nothing stopping him grabbing another burner phone and starting up a new profile. And you're always going to have that at the back of your mind. And it's going to eat you up. And all I can say is, karma is a beautiful thing.
That's the horrible thing about lack of trust. There's always, if somebody really wants to cheat or really wants to be, not faithful, there's always a way. But at least it's a step. And the most important thing in my mind was that he proved that who this woman was in the end. And, well, he did delete the conversation, and the conversation, he was able to find, a picture of her and her husband. Apparently this woman is married, and apparently, he was also defending, like, that she wasn't showing her cleavage. This woman was wearing like a more tight-fitting, snug-fitting t-shirt. It wasn't like super modest, but it wasn't super revealing. I think my friend was just initially like, oh my gosh, she's a prostitute or something. Like, I don't know what her thought was, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Like,
oh, wow. Okay. How many people look at a picture of a woman in a top and think, that must be a prostitute? Nobody I know. I certainly don't think that. My mind just doesn't jump there, and it's really odd that yours jumps straight there, Foodie. Obviously you're still very much reminded of the Red Room, aren't you?
Well, she said something meaner, but, that was the initial, like she was some kind of sex worker or something, and nothing wrong with that if that's what you are. I'm just saying that's what, the initial thought was. I don't know. So, apparently this woman and her husband were former customers of her boyfriend. This boyfriend has had the same WhatsApp number for over 8 years. It's a business number, and he's worked in sales for a long time, and he has a lot of customers that would reach out to him, and buy stuff from him. So,
yeah, I guess, you know, males and females. He even showed her like another female customer that she didn't really know about, but it was like an older woman. And so yeah, so this woman anyways was married, and he proved that. He proved like her name on the WhatsApp. He matched it up to some sales records he had. You know, thank goodness that saved the day. And it's just all fell into place once, like I said, the dust settled and she wasn't as paranoid, and she started to like actually listen, because like she wasn't listening. She was just like attacking, and he became very defensive about that. But I said, you know, it's still sus a little bit. Like what made it sus was the deleting everything at first, you know. And so I don't know, but his defense to that was that she wouldn't have understood. She would have, you know, just thought the worst anyways. So I guess you know, if you see a woman messaging your man on WhatsApp and saying, hi, how are you, or whatever, you know, you're going to think the worst. And, you know, any explanation is going to seem like an excuse if you don't trust, right? So, so to save the headache, he deleted it, but then he ended up explaining and showing her that proof that was needed once everyone calmed down and they were not as angry anymore. So that's the update on that.
Well, that's the price you pay. I mean, obviously you've accepted Salah's infidelity on both occasions now. I'm sure there's more, but you've accepted it, you know, so you've really set a precedent now for Salah to go out and do it again and again, because he knows he can do it and get away with it because you aren't going to leave him. So it's not really something you can do much about. You made your choice to stay with him. An old saying is, you've made your bed, now lie in it.
Things are okay with them now, and they don't want me to talk about it anymore online because they're worried about being doxxed, even if nobody knows their names.
Then why did she want you to bring it to the internet in the first place if she was worried about being doxxed?
Who knows? People find things out very easily online. People with a lot of time and nothing better to do and a lot of hate in their hearts. So that's the story on that, believe it or not. That's what happened. And so they're giving it, you know, they've made up. It's fine. But she wants to thank everyone for listening. It means a lot to her. And she is, she said her boyfriend, you know, assured her he would never hurt her. Other than the one incident, he's never, you know, he's never cheated in person. It's just, like I said, a quick, like, online thing. Wasn't emotional.
So, you know, just like Salah's infidelity was emotional. The text messages, the smeg-sure texts that were exchanged between Kybella and Salah.
But yeah, it still was an infidelity. Like, I'm not excusing it. You know, it still was hurtful. And yeah, it was somebody she knew too. And you just be careful. Like, ladies, you never know, like, who you can trust in life. I'm telling you, some people are snakes. So but that's okay. You can always take out the trash.
Okay guys, that's going to do it for the second portion of that video. We've just got a little short bonus video, which will be the weigh-in and Foodie's restart of her healthy eating arc, or a healthy living arc, lifestyle, or whatever. A healthy lifestyle arc. So here we go.
November 4th.
Oh yeah, real struggle plugging the treadmill in. Ooh. Must have burnt about 7 million calories doing that. Dramatic music, pained look on face, sweat ploughing tracks down her face, pained expression. See, I can't tell really whether she's heavy breathing because for dramatic effect, or whether her problems have worsened still further. If it's the latter rather than the former, she really should go and see a doctor. if her breathing is genuinely that bad.
Hi guys, I have some water, ice cold, and I'm just a bit sweaty. So I have an impromptu weigh-in. It's not weigh-in Wednesday, but I'll weigh in now, and then I'll weigh in, go back to next weighing in every Wednesday, because, you know, I want to know how much weight I am before I start back on track, which today I am going to do my best to be back on track. I've been off track for a bit. So yeah, basically, if you're new, I started this new lifestyle journey basically around on the 29th of September, and for the past maybe a week, a little more, I've been off track. My starting weight for this journey was, I'm not exactly sure of the exact amount, because I'm not sure if the scale I weighed myself on was accurate enough, but I'm going by the highest weight that I can remember being in Kuwait.
Yeah, neither scale was really weighing accurately, because the numbers were changing constantly. The numbers should settle, and that's the weight you take when it settles.
Which was 166 kg, and when I did weigh myself in Thailand, I was like 165 or something like that. So it's very believable for me that I would be around that weight as the heaviest. And the lowest I've been on this journey, even though it hasn't been that long, was 151.5. So as you saw from the beginning, my weigh-in was 155 kg, which is up. If I'm not mistaken, I'll put the previous week's weigh-in, and the last week was a plateau. Hasn't been a full week, but
yeah, not a plateau, because a plateau infers that you've actually been trying in the first place and have already sort of been on a health journey for a while, lost weight, and then there might be a week where, you know, the exercise and everything that you were doing before, food intake, etc., the body adjusts to it, and then it doesn't have the same effect. So you're nowhere near a plateau, foodie. At your sort of weight, you'd expect the weight to come off quite quickly, which it would do if you followed a proper eating plan and got rid of all these silly snacks, because you can't have snacks lying around the house. You just can't.
I've just been like slipping, so I gotta catch myself now before it slips too far and I go right back up to that 166, because it doesn't take very long. You know, it might take like, I don't know, less than a month, depends. So I'm planning on just making healthy meals today, staying within the calories, tracking in my MyFitnessPal. So I'll just show you what I have to eat after this for my first meal, and I just want to start to feel better. As you can see, I can only do really 10 minutes before, again, my back starts hurting, and before I was falling off, I was able to do like 20 minutes, you know, pretty easily. It was getting there. It's very easy for me to put on weight because I do eat a lot of sodium.
You also put on a lot of weight because your portion sizes are ridiculously large.
And that retains a lot of water weight, which is also why I lose a good chunk at the beginning. Probably a lot of it is just water weight, which you'd be surprised how much that weighs, you know, when you're eating a lot of salt. Yeah, so I know my starting weight now. Like I said, I'll weigh myself next week. I'm not going to dwell too much on this. I'm just going to catch myself and keep going. You know, I know that it's frustrating, like when I fall off track for my viewers and stuff like that, but I just want you to know that this might happen again. Like, it can happen. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not, you know, something that has no ups and downs. It's a journey. It's not like a race to the finish, and it takes a long time, you know. So I do want to remind my audience of what method of attack I'm going for, and there's a lot of different ways to achieve your goals. Some people, you know, take Manjaro, Ozempic. Some people have the surgery. Some people, there's not like a one size fits all, and I just really want to emphasize that. For me in my situation, because I have an eating disorder, a disordered relationship with food, if you will, I think it's very important to slowly repair that. And when I say slowly, I mean like what I think has been working, even though I fell off track. That can happen with any method of, you know, weight loss or lifestyle change that you're trying to achieve. Again, there's not going to be all happy days and success every single day. But I think keeping consistent with it, even if you fall off track, is the key, and how long you fall off track. So I'm trying to catch myself today before I gain any more weight. And I'm still 11 kgs down from my highest. So I just keep thinking of that to be on the positive side. But that being said, I know people, you know, scoff or shake their head when they see my grocery hauls, and
Foodie, the problem is that you can't balance things out. You know, you've got foods there which you admit are trigger foods that will trigger a binge. You can't have them in the house. It's like an alcoholic having a bottle of wine in the house. You know, it doesn't work.
you know, think, oh my gosh, you have so much junk food. And I'm trying to not label food as bad. I'm trying to just eat less. I'm trying to still enjoy foods that I like instead of being afraid of them, that I won't be able to control myself around them, but just eat less of them. You know, balance is the key to life. Trying to do more like an 80-20%, so 80% healthy, 20% junk throughout the day. But this is my journey and this is how I'm choosing to tackle it right now. And I think it's the most realistic. I've done a lot of different diets. You know, I've done, I think I've even done a potato diet. I've done, you know, all fruit, fat water fasting, just, you know, elimination diets. And I've just gone from one extreme to another. And like, that's just not it. I've never been successful at that. So I think that this is, in long term, what's probably going to work for me, because realistically, sure, we have to eat to live and not live to eat, but realistically, we have to enjoy food, especially in today's day and age. You know, in any culture, food is celebrated. We use food to celebrate things. Weddings, there's food. Birthdays, there's food. Christmas, it's about the food. And, you know, we have to take back that control in our life that we've lost. I know people think that I'm like adverse to getting any kind of help. I've had a long journey. You know, I've had a long journey since being 15, in and out of mental hospitals. I've been to an eating disorder program. I've been on Vyvanse. I've been on Ozempic. I've been, you know, but nothing ever really I've been to therapy a few times, and nothing ever really worked for me. So,
because you never stuck it out, you never gave it a chance.
I'm just really trying to be realistic. So when you see me, you know, buy those little bags of Doritos, yeah, maybe the thumbnail is a bit trolling, but in all sincerity, I'm not trolling with the reality of what I'm trying to do, and that is just basically eat less of everything. And, you know, my Egyptian food mukbang, that was a single meal, had a lot of rice. I ate half of it, you know. I wasn't on track then. If I was on track, I would just portion the rice with an actual cup, measure a couple cups, maybe 2 cups.
2 cups is not the portion size the doctor recommended.
As an example. So I'm not, by doing that, by not telling myself, you can't have this food ever, it's bad, you know, you can't control yourself with it, it puts me in such a negative headspace, and it creates a lot of that food noise in my head to not be so hyper focused on eating so much food. I can still have, you know, pizza, pasta, but I want to try to add more vegetables and stuff like that, like and eat less of it. Just eat less of it. That's all I want to do, is just eat less. Because, you know, people say, well, why don't you eat like Salah? He eats whatever he wants, but he doesn't eat too much of it. So I'm trying to be a normie. A normie is somebody who doesn't have any of those issues with food. It just basically eats, doesn't think about food after that. You know, they think about food when their hunger hormone, the ghrelin, tells them to eat, and then after, when it says halas, like stop, when they're full, they don't think about food until the next time they're hungry. Being more moderate in my life, then the weight will just come off naturally, even if it's at a slower pace. It's not a race, it's not a competition.
Foodie, the position you're in with all the comorbidities that you have, which is the enlarged heart, the fatty liver, your asthma, your breathing issues, you've got all these comorbidities. You've got circulation problems in your hands and your feet. We've all seen the purple toes. It is a race. It's a race against time, because make no mistake about it, this is a time crucial event now. It's now or never.
But even, you know, what I was doing before, I was starting to feel so good. My stamina was going up. My sciatica was gone. My sciatica pain is coming back because I'm sedentary again. Haven't been using the treadmill, and it comes back. So it's a sign, definitely. I don't know what more I need to, you know, wake up and realize, like, I need to move. The body's meant to move. So I was only able to do like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna do 10 minutes, another 10 minutes a bit later after breakfast. So I'll do another 10 minutes in a bit, and yeah, so. All right, so for breakfast, I'm having a cup of low-fat milk, a coffee with a sweetener in it, and a little bit of low-fat milk. And I am eating a whole guava fruit. I love them so much. A cheese triangle, 2 multigrain toast with each a teaspoon of butter, and 2 hard-boiled eggs.
I've just included a quick calorie count of Foodie's breakfast here for reference.
And I find this breakfast to be very satisfying and filling and will carry me through until a morning snack or my lunch. Anyways, guys, I guess that's it for this video.
Right guys, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I've been your host Teaspoon. Like and subscribe, and if there's any particular subjects or videos you want me to cover and offer an opinion on, then just let me know. Drop me an email. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.